What's up, YouTube family, and welcome back to another dope episode of SigLoverTV. I am SigLover51, and today we're going to be talking about optics. This could get a little dicey, but before we get into all of that, I need y'all to do those 4 things that I always ask you: like, comment, subscribe, share. The 5th thing, if you want to add that, would be to hit the bell notification so that you know every time your boy drops another fire ass video. All right, so I picked this up. This is the Osight XR. It's an enclosed emitter with the charger on it, all of that good stuff. I was gonna kind of do an unboxing with you guys actually here on the camera, just so I could, you know. Oh man, I forgot to cut that. Hold on, I'll be right back. We're back. This is the Osight XR. And I was going to talk about this because, like I said before, if you go to my guy, The Life of Ron, remember that name, The Life of Ron, he did probably one of the best comprehensive reviews of this optic that I've seen so far, and I really like it. So I went out and got me one. So some shooter lube right there. We're gonna put that over there. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's the stuff right there. Yes. Wow. The build quality is absolutely amazing. I'm digging it. If you notice right here on the back, it's got rear sights already built into it. But the crazy part is that they disappear too. So you just hit this little button over here, little switch, and they pop out. Bro, come on. Osight is killing the game right now. And then, of course, it's got all of the screws. You know how Osight does. And then it's also got the charger so that you can charge it when you need to. Like that there. Who's doing this? Who's doing this in the game? No one. No one is doing this in the game. So let's leave all of the screws and the chargers and all of that over there. But my question for everyone today is this. What do you like to rock with? As you can see on the table, I've got quite a few. I rock with Gideon. This is the Gideon Judge XL. And the reason why I rock with Gideon like I do is because they figured out what the people want. Look at how big that window is. But this is an RMSC footprint. I love that. They took the best of both worlds. RMSC footprint, because a lot of people don't like to put plates on, this direct mount to an RMSC with the bigger window. So it's like having an RMR but with an RMSC footprint. It's just fantastic. I love it. Then we have this. I want to show you guys how many different versions of the optics that Osight does. This is an Osight X. No, this is an Osight. Yes, this is an Osight X. This is an Osight. It just came as Osight. This one was Osight X. I can't tell what the differences are, but I mean, I don't know. One's red and one's green. I don't know. This looks a little skinnier than the top of this one. It might just be an optical illusion for me. I'm not sure, but I love it. And the reason why I say that they're different is because, one second, these actually come with 2 different types of chargers. One's bigger than the other one. I don't think one will fit on, I think it's this one. That one fits. Will this one fit on there? Well, let's take a look and see. Yes, it does. Not well, but it does. It fits. Now let's see if it's the other way around. Will it fit on this one? That one doesn't really fit well on there. That one does. See that? You see what I'm saying about them being slightly different? Like this one. See that? It won't light up because it's not sitting down far enough. I noticed it by accident when I was trying to put it on there. So they came out with the Osight and then the Osight X. Both of them big windows. That's a big window. Osight does a really good job with that. You know, some people like the EPS. I'm cool. The Holosun. This is actually the EPS carry. This is the Osight S, small window, RMSC footprint. It's doing the job. We look at these and we go, well, what's the difference? This one has a different profile than this one. It's a little bit bigger. This one actually still top charging. Told you about the pop-up sites that come, so you can get a co-witness off the site. I'll give you an example. When you take off the plate on a SIG, you lose your rear sight. Well, if you put this on, then you won't have to worry about that because the sight's still there. And last but not least, we've got the Holosun. This co-witness is crazy. This is like, that's not even like low third. That's like a true co-witness on that. I'd like to know, what do you guys do or rock with or care about? Because there's a plethora of options as to what you do. Some sites, they say, are clearer than others. You know, some are clear. The red dot may have a sunburst. Some, you turn them up, you turn them down, you can't see them. What's the difference between a 2, 3 to a 6 MOA? There's a lot of things that go on in this game, and I'm all about collecting the information and then sharing it with the people. This is going to be a really comment heavy one, and as you can see, if any of you know my channel, I respond to everything. I want to know, kind of the whys. Like, why do you, some people do, I have a SIG P320 M18, and I have the Delta Point Pro on it. Not a fan of the Delta Point Pro because I don't like how thick the base is. The base is like super, like it's really thick. And I don't know how you would even try to, co-witness. Like, I just found out recently that, some people co-witness, try to get a definitive co-witness, and then they wonder why their shots are off. You should really probably dial it in with like some kind of a bore sighter. There's a lot of things that go into this. But back to why I'm here, if you don't know about the Osight XR, then I suggest you go and check out The Life of Ron. I think this is genius. It's absolutely insane that you can have an optic. I like the profile of it. It kind of sticks out a little bit, but not as far as an SRO, because the SROs on 2011s, I think sometimes is a little problematic because it hangs out so far over the ejection port that you end up with malfunctions because the round comes out and it hits the sight and then ends up going back down in it. But some people are having good luck with them. I don't know. I don't know if it works better on some firearms than others because the sight picture kind of sits back a little bit. I'm not sure. Looking through all of these options, I can't wait to try this. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to put it on. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to put this on, and then what's coming off, and then what's going to go where, because I'm thinking I might put it on this is one of my ADCs, so I think I may put it on that, which just to slim up that profile a little bit. What works the best or works different, because the best is subjective. That's not a thing. Like, what you like is what you like, and you're going to find that the things that you like are because you have reasons that only you know that make it so that you like this over that. So that's why I wanted to do this, because I thought that this was kind of, so people who are in the woods, if you want something that's affordable, but not cheap. See, there's a difference between cheap to me and budget friendly or affordable. Okay, budget friendly and affordable is anywhere from $100 to $150, $160. That's budget friendly. You can go ahead and get it now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be mad if somebody goes out and get a Crimson Trace or some kind of a eBay special or some kind of an Amazon special. because you have to do what you have to do for you, and not everybody has the same amount of money at their disposal. I like being able to charge on the go. I like that. And if you got a little battery pack or something, you can keep it going. You can just keep it pumping. What more can I say? You could go down the rabbit hole 18 different ways as to why you choose a site. There's different things like parallax free. There's one that you can buy that work better for astigmatisms than others. Some say yellow is better. This one has yellow, green, and red. And they say the yellow is better for astigmatisms. It used to be green was better than red, because red kind of gives you that kind of sunburst. So, I mean, Osight is doing their thing, hands down. I mean, clear glass. I mean, come on now. Look at that there. See how clear that is? That's a big window. And then, once again, if you like the green better, crispy. Come on, man. I can't make this up. And then you got the Gideon Judge XL with that big window. Look at how big that window is. That's absolutely insane. That's crazy. I think my battery died. Yep, the battery died in it. Okay, gotta change that. See? But everybody wonders, well, what are you going to do when the battery fails? I'm going to use that co-witness right there. You see that? It's a non-issue. So don't talk to me about it, because you can have options. It's all about what you want to do. So as you can see, I'm a fan of the 2011 series. I think my next one's going to be a Fusion XP Pro comp. And I think I'm going to do that next month. Just letting you know. Don't nobody tell my wife about it though. But I'm telling you, I am a fan of Osight, and this is to kind of tell you about why I like the charging abilities. I've never had an issue with any of these not lighting up, because they're all solar charge, solar charge, no charge battery, nothing. But I still got my sights, so I can still, you see how low that sits? That sits pretty low. But here's the thing, look at this, and then look at this. This one's still slightly slimmer, just slightly slimmer. I'm just saying, I'm not making this up. Y'all can see it for yourself. So in terms of Osight, man, hands down the best, one of the best companies. I rock with them because they're quick to come to market with improvements. They listen to the customers. They apply what they hear from the customers when the customers say that they want a certain thing. They've even come out with the SE, which is about this size, and it doesn't have the charger on the top. If you want that kind of thing, and it's got the side drawer for the battery and so forth, so you don't have to take the optic off to change the battery. That's cool if you like that. But me, I like the convenience of the charger. That I just like that. I think that that's ingenious. I think it works well. And as you can see, I keep mine charged. I keep them charged. It don't make sense to not charge it. But even I've had these halfway charged, and I was low on the firearm, and I put it on there, charged it all the way up, and still had charge in this. Still had charge in the bank. Every cable I can use between each ones, doesn't matter, however you want to do it. Not to crap on Gideon, because this is ingenious too. The RMSC footprint with the RMR size window, fantastic. I'm a huge fan of that. Prepared Father put me on to Gideon. So if you don't know about Prepared Father, go and check out him too. Prepared Father is doing his thing as well. The 2A community is filled with options. All you have to do is just choose what option works best for you, what you'd like to do. I also like Osight because they give you a plethora of screws. Like, I've got screws for days with Osight, because each one of these optics came with a box filled with every single type of screw almost. It was crazy. It's out of control. So I came in here just to hit you and quit you for a quick minute, just to give you some insight into this. I'll probably do a more comprehensive review on it once I put it on a firearm and take it to the range. But I'm going to leave you with what I always leave you with, which is, I wish you all the love, all the peace. God bless. I'm SigLover51, and I'm out.